Did you know Ethiopia is Africa's oldest independent country and the second largest country in terms of population? I guess you didn't know that. I will be talking about the reasons why you should invest in Ethiopia. So that's why I brought that up, okay? So if you're watching me right now in this video, thank you. And if you've been thinking of investing in Ethiopia, then this is the video for you. So keep watching right up to the end because I've got so much in store for this video. I've got so much in store for you in this video, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Business in Africa YouTube channel. My name is Rofo Chifu and I am the CEO founder of H&R Systems. For a very long time now, I've been helping so many potential investors or entrepreneurs like you set up on the African continent. So you are in the right place. Don't move a muscle. I'll be right back after the break. Hello guys, hello my Business in Africa YouTube community. My name is Rofo Chifu. I always talk about the best business ideas to invest in Africa. And I have been having a lot of questions from investors like you asking me, which African country should I invest in? I therefore decided to create this. If you're an investor and you want to invest in Africa, then you need this tool. Click on the links in the description box below and download your own copy. Welcome back guys. If you're still watching, I just want to hope you've already subscribed, okay? If you've not subscribed yet, I'm going to give you 5 seconds, just 5 seconds to subscribe right now. Click on the subscribe button. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Did you subscribe already? I hope you did. Now let's look at the 5 reasons why I think you should invest in Ethiopia. But before we dive into that, for those of you who probably don't know Ethiopia very well, let's look at this small background about Ethiopia. As already mentioned, Ethiopia is Africa's oldest independent country and its second largest in terms of population. Apart from a 5-year occupation by Mussolini's Italy, it has never been colonized. It has a unique cultural heritage, being the home of Ethiopian Orthodox Church, one of the oldest Christian denominations, and a monarchy that ended only in the coup of 1974. It served as a symbol of African independence throughout the continent's colonial period and was a founder member of the United Nations and the African base for many international organizations. Drought and civil conflict left Ethiopia in a state of turmoil under a Marxist dictatorship from the fall of the monarchy until 1991, when the longest authoritarian rule of Meles Zenawi brought a degree of stability. Since 2018, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has launched a campaign of political liberalization at home and sought to end disputes with Ethiopia's neighbors, in particular Eritrea. Ethiopia, or the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, has its capital as Addis Ababa, a population of 102 million people over an area of 1.3 million square meters. Major languages spoken are Amharic, Oromo, Tigrinya, and Somali. Major religions are Christianity and Islam. The currency of Ethiopia is the Ethiopian birr. That said guys, let's now dive into the 5 reasons why I think you should invest in Ethiopia in 2021. Reason number one, Ethiopia has a very stable economic environment. This implies that if you invest in Ethiopia right now, you're going to fairly enjoy this stability, right? There has not been any ups and downs in terms of monetary exchange rates and all of these things, okay? And let's dive more into what that means actually, okay? Comprehensive development strategy resulting in strong economic growth. Stable macroeconomic condition, double-digit economic growth averaging 11% per annum in the last 7 years. Generally, inflation managed at a single-digit figure. Stable exchange rate, government's commitments to private sector. Safe and secure working and living environments identified by the UN and the International Chambers of Commerce as a key asset for investors in Ethiopia. Low level of corruption. Ethiopia is described by the UN and ICC as exceptional in its almost complete absence of routine corruption. So you have it, guys. That was the first reason why I think you should invest in Ethiopia, because these things, I mean, you just heard it. Inflation rate still at single digits. Growth rate bypassed the double digits, okay? Corruption rate very low, and the exchange rate is quite stable. So what are you waiting for? Ethiopia should be your next investment destination, guys. That's what I think, yeah? And I hope you have that on your list in 2021. Now let's go to point number 2. But before we talk about point number 2, I want you to download these books on Amazon Kindle. I mean, just head to Amazon Kindle. The links are in the description box below, and download these books. You have the unique business ideas for every African country, guys. Just for $9.9. It's right there on Amazon Kindle. You don't need to come and start asking me, what should I invest in? I've got $100. I've got $100,000. Which business should I invest in? It's all in this book. And you've also got the second book, which is the African Business Startup BRAINBOX. Right in that book, you're going to have everything concerning procedures of setting up your company. Like, if you want to create a company, what do you have to do, okay? Like, all the procedures, the documents required, estimated time, of course, you're going to have that. And you're also going to have estimated cost of creating your company. So, head right now to Amazon Kindle, click on the description, in the description box below, and download your own copy. That said, let's go to point number 2, why you should invest in Ethiopia in 2021. Point number 2, Ethiopia has a liberalized economy. But what do I mean by that? Let me tell you that. Let me tell you this right now. It means that anybody can own any business in Ethiopia. That's just it. So if you want to open your business, don't think, hey, maybe I'm a foreigner so I can't do business. No, you can. So anybody can own any business in Ethiopia. And one of the things that it also means is you can create your company, do business in Ethiopia, and repatriate all your dividends and your interest. So many other countries are going to put some heavy tax on it, or they're going to put some restrictions on it, like Nigeria and other countries, that you can't, repatriate money back into your country. But with Ethiopia, that's possible, okay? And so many other incentives. Let's look at that right next. Remittance also permitted for principal and interest with technology transfer, proceeds from sales or liquidation of an enterprise, salaries and other payments. The investment code provides a conducive environment for private sector development. 100% foreign ownership of investment is permitted with the following minimum initial capital or investment: $100,000 US sole foreign investment, $60,000 US for the foreign investor. It is a joint venture with a domestic partner. $50,000 US for consultancy or publishing business. This figure reduces to $25,000 US for foreign investors working in partnership with a domestic investor in the area of engineering, accountancy, architecture, auditing services, or business management consultancy. An investor reinventing profits or dividends or exporting of at least 75% of output is not required to allocate a minimum capital. Substantial market liberalization. So you can see that there are just so many incentives or advantages because Ethiopia has some kind of liberal economy, okay? Now let's go to point number 3. Point number 3, we have strong investment guarantees. Yes, as an investor, if you want to invest anywhere, one of the things that you will be looking at is how protected your investment is going to be, okay? What guarantees do you have, for your investment? Because you probably be investing, or you probably owning some properties, you have some huge capital in that country. And the good thing is the constitution of Ethiopia and their investment code has a lot of protection for foreign investors and private sector as well. Ethiopia is also a party or a member to many international treaties in this domain. For example, it is a member of the Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Ethiopia is also a signatory of the Convention on the Settlement of Investment Disputes between states and nationals of other states, and the World Intellectual Property Organization. The accession process of the WTO is well on the way. Ethiopia has concluded bilateral investment, promotion and protection agreements and avoidance of double taxation agreements with a number of countries. So looking at that only, believe me, you can already start thinking of investing in Ethiopia in 2021. The fourth reason is attractive investment incentives. We already talked about a liberal economy. There are so many things you're going to gain from that, right? But this one, a direct investment incentives, just the fact that you want to invest in Ethiopia, okay? Just think of you having a 100% exemption from import duty for the things that you're going to import, to probably like your raw materials, set up a manufacturing industry in the country. Think about that. If you're into manufacturing, then there's going to be a huge investment incentive for you that the government of Ethiopia gives you directly for investing in Ethiopia, okay? Then there are so many more others. Let's look at that right now. Exports customs duty. Products and services developed in Ethiopia are exempt from export tax. Let's look at that. Income tax holiday, an income tax holiday of about 2 to 7 years, variable depending on area of investment, location and volume of export, is available to income derived from new manufacturing and agro-industrial investment or agricultural investments and information and communication technology developments. Wow, that is a huge one, guys. Loss carry forward. Businesses that have suffered losses during this holiday can carry them forward for half the exemption period once that exemption has expired. Wow, this is also a very good one. So guys, there are just so many other exemptions that you're going to gain by just investing in Ethiopia. So what are you waiting for? Think about Ethiopia as your next investment destination. Reason number 5, Ethiopia's got some real conducive tax environments, okay? Now let's look at that in real details. I mean, one of the things that you look at when you want to invest is tax, right? Because you don't want to invest all your money and the tax people cut it off. So let's look at the incentives when it comes to taxation in Ethiopia. Let's go. Point number 1, the corporate income tax or the tax on profit is 30%. Excise tax is levied at 10% on selected local or imported products. Turnover tax at 2% for priority sectors such as tractors, combined harvesting, grain mill, etc., and 10% on other sectors. Customs duties on expected imports ranges from 0 to 35%. Income tax ranges from 10 to 35% on monthly income of 6,000 euros and above. Withholding tax is payable on import at 3% of cost, insurance and freight. 15% VAT is payable on businesses with a turnover above 20,000 euros. Dividends tax on incomes derived from dividends from a share company or withdrawal of profit from a private limited company is taxed at 10%. And many more, guys. There are just so many other tax incentives that you can gain just by investing in Africa. There you have it. Those were the 5 reasons why I think you should invest in Ethiopia. Did you enjoy that video? If you did, then give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment in the comment section below to let me know which other topics you want me to talk about, and also do not forget to hit on the subscribe button. What I usually do is I give you 5 minutes to subscribe right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you subscribe already? I guess you did. So thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you so much for always coming back. Guys, if you want to invest in Africa, then you need to download these books on Amazon Kindle. The links are in the description box below. Go right now and download them. Go right now. Don't waste time. After this, just click on the link in the description box below and download them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Ciao.